much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Alan. This is my friend Jill, and we're from Somerset.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Babs. I'm from Surrey, and this is my niece Ellen, and she's from Lichfield.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Terry. This is Hayley, my wife, and we are from Tonopandi in South Wales.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Guy. I'm from Newcastle, and this is my friend Shihab, and he's from Aberdeen.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks, all of you. We'll find out more about you throughout the show as it goes along. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. My accomplice, my getaway driver. My goodness, what have we got ourselves into? It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hi, everybody. Hiya. Oh, this jackpot's getting exciting now, I think.
It is.
What a show we had last time.
Oh.
Leslie and Julia in the head-to-head were terrific,
yeah,
weren't they?
they were.
We've only got Terry and Hayley back from that show. Weren't they lovely, Julia and Leslie?
Oh, they were fab.
Yeah, very knowledgeable couple.
Yeah.
That said, you're delighted they didn't win the jackpot, though, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that awful? It is awful, though. You can't help it. They were so lovely, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I know you'd be happy if they had won it.
Yeah.
But a little bit of you is going, yes.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show, and our contestants are on the hunt for one of those all-important pointless answers. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add £250 to the jackpot. Well, as you've just heard, Leslie and Julia didn't win the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at £10,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, now the pair with the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated. And remember, there is to be no conferring during the round. OK, our first category today is tennis. It's tennis. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns nationalities of tennis players. Nationalities of tennis players, Richard.
On each pass, we're going to show you the names of 7 tennis players, all of them Grand Slam champions. We need you to tell us the country they represented, please. As always, by country, we mean a member of the UN that's a sovereign state. There's going to be 14 in all, 14 nationalities to have a go at home, so very, very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Richard. So we are looking for the country that each of these tennis players represented. And here is our first board of 7. We have Rafael Nadal, Henri Cochet, Victoria Azarenka, Stefan Edberg, Virginia Ruzic, Francesca Schiavone, and Steffi Graf. I'll read those one last time. Rafael Nadal, Henri Cochet, Victoria Azarenka, Stefan Edberg, Virginia Ruzic, Francesca Schiavone, and Steffi Graf. There we are. Now then, Alan and Jill, you all drew lots before the show, and today you are going to go first. Alan, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. You've come up from Somerset.
Yes.
What do you do, Alan?
I retired.
What did you do?
I spent 31 years in cling film and orange juice packaging. Loved it.
There's a dream
Loved
job.
every minute.
Oh, cling film and orange juice.
31 years in cling film.
31 years
incredible.
in... Yeah.
Blimey.
Cool. Which of the two did you prefer, orange juice or cling film?
Cling film, I think.
I think that's the right answer. What do you do with your retirement, Alan?
Almost a confession here. My wife used to teach belly dance. I think you probably know what's coming next here, actually. I've been known to do the odd number. The odd...
OK, nationalities of tennis players, Alan. There we are. What do you make of that board? Do you follow tennis?
A little bit.
What are you going to go for, do you think?
I think I'll try Stefan Edberg. Is Swedish.
Swedish, Stefan Edberg, according to Alan. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Swedish. It's right. 51. I think that sounds like an all right sort of a score, Alan. 51 for Swedish.
Yeah, he won a total of 9 Grand Slam titles, 6 singles, 3 doubles. He's also a Chelsea fan, which will please Jill because we had a little chat beforehand. Thanks
very much indeed. Ellen, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Now, you've come with your aunt.
Yes.
Whose idea was it to come, and who had to be talked into it?
Well, we're both quite big fans of the show. I think it was actually my mother's idea. for us to apply.
Do you think she just wanted to get you out of the house for some reason? Maybe she's planning a surprise party when you get back.
I hope so.
Oh, that'd be fun. Can we come? We love
Definitely.
a surprise party.
Oh, I love a surprise party, yeah.
What do you do, Alan?
I'm a student,
Whereabouts?
Lancaster,
And what are you studying?
ethics, philosophy and religion.
This sounds like perfect pointless training. Very good indeed. How about tennis?
I watch Wimbledon most years,
That'll do it.
but I don't really pay attention to what nationality people are.
That's a shame.
Yeah. I think Rafael Nadal is Spanish.
Rafael Nadal, Spanish, says Ellen. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Spanish. It's right. 74 people knew that, though. Quite a high score for Rafa Nadal.
Yeah, famously a left-handed tennis player, but writes with his right hand. Like a lot of left-handed sports people, actually. Phil Mickelson is another one. Plays left-handed, but he's not actually left-handed.
Thanks very much indeed. Now then, Hayley.
Hi,
Remind us what you do, Hayley.
I'm a town planner.
That's right, town planner for Barry.
Well, I'm actually an enforcement officer, so
Oh,
I'm
it gets
the
better.
policing of the planning system.
Right.
So
So do you
I
have to tell people to tear things down?
Yeah,
Things like
yeah.
that? Are you nice when you turn up with your clipboard, or are you... Oh, that's good.
Yeah. No,
So you-
I've had people welcome me for a cup of tea and things like that.
Yeah,
so.
and then you tell them to tear their house down. That's nice. Very good. OK, Hayley, what about tennis?
Not the best, really, not the best topic, but looking at that board, I don't know whether to play safe or to take a bit of a risk. I think I may play safe and go for Steffi Graf, Germany.
Germany, Steffi Graf, says Hayley. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Steffi Graf was German. He's right. 60. Between our two scores there.
Yeah, a big score, but there's big scores all round, so, you know, perhaps shouldn't have taken a risk. She won 23 Grand Slam titles, 22 singles and 1 doubles. In 1988, she won all 4 Grand Slam titles and the Olympics. They call it a Golden Slam, first time it's ever been done by anyone.
Impressive. Now then, Guy, welcome. Welcome. You're from Newcastle.
I am from Newcastle.
Originally from Newcastle.
Yeah, I've never really held on to the Geordie tongue, but I'm from Newcastle.
And you now live in London.
That's right.
And what do you do, Guy?
I work in a special education needs school, so it's mainly specialises in working with kids with autism and learning difficulties.
Guy, you're the last person to have this board. Do you fancy filling in all the blanks for us?
Yeah, well, I think the one that I'll go for is Francesca Schiavone, but in the back of my mind, I feel like Victoria Azarenka might be from Belarus. Henri Cochet, I would guess, is French, but I'll say Francesca Schiavone from Italy.
Italy, you're going to say for Schiavone. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Italy. It's right. Very well done, Guy. 27. Good answer, good score.
Well played, Guy. The first Italian woman to win a Grand Slam singles event, Francesca Schiavone. Henri Cochet, you were right, French. Quite a big scorer, though. I think the clue's in the name there, 42 points. Now, Victoria Azarenka, absolutely right, from Belarus. That would have been a terrific answer. Would have scored you 8 points, so very well played. And Virginia Ruzic was a Grand Slam champion in the 70s from Romania. Would have scored you 2 points. Very well done if you said that. That's very good knowledge.
Thanks very much indeed. So let's look at our scores. We're halfway through the round. 27, the best score of that pass, Guy. Very well done indeed. Then we go up to 51, where we find Alan and Jill. Quite a climb. Then up to 60, where we find Hayley and Terry. And up to 74, where we find Ellen and Babs. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 7 more tennis players on the board, and here they come. We have got Roger Federer, Gustavo Kuerten, Maria Sharapova, Serena Williams, Eva Maioli, Juan Martín del Potro, and Yevgeny Kafelnikov. I'll read those one last time. Roger Federer, Gustavo Kuerten, Maria Sharapova, Serena Williams, Eva Maioli, Juan Martín del Potro, and Yevgeny Kafelnikov. Now, remember, we're looking for the country that each of these tennis players represented. Shab, welcome to the show. What do you do?
I work as a sales engineer.
Sales engineer?
Yeah, we make instrumentation
Right.
on site, and they're usually used for water treatment processes.
OK, so it's that's sort of sewage treatment or...
Yeah, sewage, like municipal waste or industrial.
OK, Shab, let's have a good answer from you. See if you can keep up your record of low scoring.
Right, yeah. I think I'll go for the second one from the bottom. Juan Martin del Potro. It's from Argentina.
Argentina, says Shab. Let's see if that's right for Juan Martin del Potro. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. There's your red line. If you get below that, you're into round 2. It's right. Through you go, Shab. Very well done. 29 it scores you. 56 your total.
Yes, won the US Open in 2009. Juan Martin del Potro. Delpo, they call him sometimes.
Now then, Terry. Terry, welcome back. Remind us how you and Hayley met.
We childhood sweethearts. We met when we were, well, 12 years old originally.
Yeah.
Oh. Has he changed much since he was 12, Hayley?
Yeah, a little bit.
His beard was a bit bushier then, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to go for on that board? You're on 60. The high score is on 74, Barbara and Ellen. So if you score 13 or less, you'll be straight through.
My strongest answer, unfortunately. I'm going to have to play safe and say Roger Federer is Swiss.
Roger Federer is Swiss. OK, well, here's your red line. Ideally, you'd get below that. But we'll just see how many people said Roger Federer was Swiss. That's right. 70, that's a high score. It takes your total up to 130, Terry.
Yes, won 17 Grand Slams in 9 years, at time of recording anyway.
Now then, Babs. Babs, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Babs, what do you do?
Well, I've just gone back to my old job, which is primary school teacher. I had been retired for 2 years, but I've just gone back on a temporary basis.
Had you missed it? Or they'd missed you, I think.
Oh, well, obviously they'd missed me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm enjoying it, yes.
And what are your hobbies, Babs?
Well, during my retirement years, which were 2 years, I have done quite a lot on my allotment, and I also then take the produce of the allotment and turn it into jam and pickles.
We like jam and pickles. Oh, Richard, bit non-committal there.
I like jam.
Oh, I love a pickle.
Not really.
Do you like a pickle?
Not really. Not really.
Oh, I like a relish.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, not a huge fan. That's why I didn't really like that birthday present you got me. My Pickles of the World subscription,
pickles?
Yeah.
I got... Richard had a day... Richard and a friend could have a day going around World of Pickles.
All the pickles we could eat, which in my case was none.
Now then, Babs, tennis players. You're not the high scorers any longer. That honour falls to Terry and Hayley. You're on 74, so if you can score 55 or less, you're through.
I think, given our position, I might take a bit of a gamble and go for, and I can't actually see the surname, Yevgeny Kafelnikov, Russia.
Stands to reason. Yevgeny Kafelnikov. Let's see if he is indeed Russian. There is your red line. Get below that, you're into round 2. How many people said Russian? It's absolutely right. You are through. 34 it scores. 108 your total.
2 Grand Slam singles titles for Kafelnikov, the French and the Australian Open, as well as 4 Grand Slam doubles titles. And I love the fact there are so many teachers at home, retired teachers, thinking, just going, no, I could never go back.
Thanks very much, Rich. Jill, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. What do you do, Jill?
Well, I'm retired. I've been retired a long time, and I do all the... I was a youth and community worker, probation officer, social work, that sort of work.
Yeah.
And all the granny pursuits, and I'm a great fan of Glastonbury Festival. I've been going since 1978.
Wow, you can tell people who went pre-80s, they call it Glastonbury.
You can
That's
tell
great.
anyone, because nobody remembers.
Yeah. Well, I won't ask what your highlights are. Put you on the spot. Jill, there is your board. There are 4 left. Do you think you could talk us through all of them?
I would love to. I just wished I'd paid more attention. I know all the names. I'm trying to guess but the only one I'm really sure of is Serena Williams, who I think is American. I'm frightened to get 100, so I'm going to go for Serena.
OK, you're going to go...
American.
Serena Williams, American. And let's
Sorry.
hope that doesn't score you 100. Quite a high red line there. Let's see if Serena Williams being American gets you below that red line. How many of our 100 people said American? He's right. Oh, no, Jill. 88. That's a big score. Takes your total up to 139.
Oh, sorry, Jill. That's unlucky. But 88 points, I'm afraid. It's a big score. Now, Maria Sharapova, if you'd have to guess, Jill, what would you have gone for?
Italian.
She's not. She's Russian.
Oh, right. Could Curtin be Swiss?
He could be, had he been born there. Unfortunately... Sadly, he's a low scorer, actually, Curtin, because his name doesn't sound like where he comes from. He's Brazilian. Won the French Open 3 times, would have scored you 4 points. And Eva Majoli is Croatian. She's Croatian, would have scored 7 points. So Curtin is the best answer on that board. Well done if you got that.
That was a tough board, though,
Yeah.
Jill. Tough board. Well, thanks very much. At the end of our first round, I'm afraid it's Jill and Alan we have to say goodbye to. We'll see you again next time. Jill and Alan, thanks so much for playing. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Well, 3 pairs remain. Obviously, we'll be saying goodbye to another pair at the end of this round. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 is J.R.R. Tolkien. J.R.R. Tolkien. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many of the Fellowship of the Ring characters as they could. Characters from the Fellowship of the Ring. Richard.
We're looking for any of the main characters in the book, The Fellowship of the Ring. That's any specific character who's named 20 times or more during the book. So any of the main characters of the Fellowship of the Ring. Very, very best of luck. I'd be terrible at this round.
Yeah.
Proper blind spot.
I'd only have high scores, I think,
Would you?
probably. Thanks very much indeed. Babs. Oh, The Fellowship of the Ring. Is this good for you?
Well, I have read it, but it was quite a long time ago. I can think of quite a few character names. The one that came into my head, I don't know why, was Galadriel.
Galadriel. Galadriel, says Babs. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Sounds good. It's right. Still going down, Babs. Look at that. Still going down. 6. Very well done indeed. Good answer.
Well played, Babs, played by Kate Blanchett in the film.
Hayley.
I'm going to go for, the only one I can really think of is Aragon.
OK, you're going to say Aragon.
Yeah.
Aragon. OK, well, let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Aragon. It's right. It's Aragorn, but I think it'd been a bit harsh not to accept Aragon. Aragorn.
Yes, Aragorn, played by Viggo Mortensen in the film. You may know that the only thing I really know about Fellowship of the Ring is who played the different characters in the film. So you may hear a few more of those.
Good. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Guy, how's this for you?
Yeah, I have read it as well, but it's been a number of years. I'm not absolutely sure, but I'm going to say Elrond.
Elrond. Elrond, says Guy. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. Well, 20 is the high score, 6 is the low. You passed the high score, you passed the low. Look at that, new low score. Very well done, Guy. This is becoming a habit. 4 for Elrond.
Well played, Guy. Another good round for Guy. This one, yeah, Elrond.
Thanks, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand for the best score of that pass. Very well done. Guy and Shihab looking pretty strong at this stage, as they were last round. Then up to 6, not far behind them, Babs and Ellen. And then up to 20, Hayley and Terry. It's not a high score, but you're among some ringers here, I think. They know their characters. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Shihab, we are looking for the name of any character mentioned 20 or more times in the Fellowship of the Ring. You're the low scorers on 4. The high scorers are Terry and Hayley on 20. 15 or less will mean you avoid becoming the high scorers.
Isildur?
Isildur.
Yeah.
Let's find out. There's your red line. Get below that and you are through to the next round. Let's see if anyone said Isildur. Let's see if it's right. It's right. Very well done, Shihab. Well, 4's our lowest score so far. And that's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. That adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £10,250. But moreover, it scores you nothing and leaves your total at a very already impressive 4. Good stuff.
Very well played, Shihab. Terrific work. He was the second king of Gondor. Ask me who played him.
Who played Isildur?
Ross Kemp.
Terry, there you are on 20, still the high scorers. You know what we need. How comfortable are you feeling?
Pretty uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think my strongest answer is someone called Peregrine Took.
Peregrine Took. Peregrine Took. OK, no red line for you as you're the high scorers. Let's see if Peregrine Took is a good answer. Let's see how many people said it. It's right. $13 for Peregrine Took takes your total up to 33.
Well played, Terry. Everyone's doing very well, aren't they? Yeah, also known as Pippin.
Thanks very much. Now then, Ellen.
Yes.
Ellen, you're on 6. The high scorers still Terry and Hayley on 33. You have to score 26 or less to stay in the game. Do you think you can do it?
I'm not sure.
Talk us through your thoughts.
I mean, I've seen the film once, about 5 or so years ago.
OK, did you see all 3? I mean,
Just the first one.
Just the first one.
I think there's a character called Saruman. Saruman?
Saruman.
Yes.
Saruman. OK, Saruman. That's going to be your answer.
Yes.
There's your red line. Oh, this is exciting. You've got to get below that red line, Ellen. You've got to get below that red line. Saruman. Is it right? How many people said it, if it is? It's right. Has to go below that red line. Is it going to? Is it going to? Yes, it is. Very well done indeed, Ellen. 8 it scores. Very well done. Takes your total up to 14, sees you very comfortably into the head-to-head.
I bow to you all. That was a terrific round. Very well played by everybody there. Yeah, played by Christopher Lee, Saruman. Let's take a look at some of the pointless answers. There's a few, obviously, we've already heard one. Let's take a look at some more. Balin, Barliman Butterbur was a pointless answer. Bill the Pony, of course.
He sounds like someone from a Guy Ritchie film, doesn't he?
Bill the Pony.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, he will kill you. Bill the Pony. Well, I don't know if you said Bill the Pony at home. I've never said that before. Ellendale, Farmer Maggot, Glorfindel. Haldir, there's Isildur, very well played, and Nob was a pointless answer.
Thanks very much indeed. Well, we're at the end of our second round, and I'm sorry to say we have to say goodbye to our returning pair, Terry and Hayley. 33, not a bad score. Oh. 2 perfectly good answers. They were just, yeah, they were quite standout characters, shall we say. I'm sorry we're saying goodbye to you. It's been great having you. Nice to have some Tony Pandy on the show. But thanks so much for playing, Terry and Hayley. Lovely contestants. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Guy and Shihab, Babs and Ellen. You are 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for the jackpot, which currently stands at £10,250. Now, we have to decide who's going to play for that money, and to do that, you are now going to go head-to-head. The difference being you're now allowed to confer. And the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Well, I tell you what we've got on our hands here is a contest. Fantastic low scoring throughout the show. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here comes your first question, and it concerns pulses. pulses, Richard.
Yeah, we've never done this before. What we're going to do now is we're going to hook everyone up to heart rate monitors. And we're not really. What we're going to do instead is even more exciting, is we're going to show you 5 pictures of edible pulses. And I know, lucky you're not on heart rate monitors, right? They'd be going through the roof. We're going to show you 5 pictures of edible pulses. You have to tell us the name of the most obscure, please.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. Now, let's reveal our 5 edible pulses. And here they come. We have got A. B. Oh, yes. C. D. And E. Look at those pulses. There we are. Now then, Guy and Shihab, you go first because you played best throughout the show so far.
We're struggling a little bit, but I think C, we're thinking red lentils.
Red lentils, say Guy and Shihab for C. Red lentils. Now, Barbara and Ellen, the rest of the board is all yours. Talk us through the board.
I think that A is chickpeas, B is runner beans, and D is broad beans. I don't know about E, but I think my feeling is to go for D, broad beans.
D, broad beans. So we have red lentils versus broad beans. This is one of the best head-to-heads ever.
Yeah, isn't it?
Guy and Shihab said red lentils. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said red lentils. It's right. Wow, 33 for red lentils. Babs and Ellen have gone for D, and they have said D are broad beans. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said broad beans. It's right. Has to be 32. 62. 62 for broad beans. Well, we have a clear winner, and it's red lentils. Guy and Shihab, you are up 1 point after 1 question.
Well played, Guy and Shihab. Now, Babs, you were right about A. It is chickpeas, and it would have scored you the point as well. So it's 25 chickpeas scored. You're right about B as well. It's runner beans, a big scorer, though. Would have scored you 79. And the best answer up there is E. Any ideas on that?
No.
They're soya beans.
Are they?
2 points for that. Very well done if you said soya beans at home.
Thanks very much indeed, Richard. OK, now here comes your second question. Babs and Ellen, you will get to answer this one first, but you have to win it to stay in the game. So good luck. It concerns GCSE exams. GCSE exams, Richard.
Yeah, again, we've never done this before. We're going to set you all a GCSE exam. Now, we're going to show you the names of 5 qualifications you can take at GCSE now, but we've done them in anagram form, I'm afraid. Can you unscramble them? Give us the most obscure answer.
Thanks very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 anagrams, and here they come. Shy I ought, act hammiest, duplicate sonic hay, gap grey o, and serious glide suit. I'll read those again. Shy I ought, act hammiest, duplicate sonic hay, gap grey o, and serious glide suit.
History, mathematics and geography. What's religious studies? We need to get those. Religious studies. What's the middle one?
Oh, I haven't worked any of those out. Babs and Ellen, I'm going to have to come to you.
Well, we think we know them all. The middle one is physical education.
Of course it is. Yes. OK, you're going to say physical education. Now, Guy and Shihab, how are you feeling about this round? Do you want to talk us through the board?
Yeah, I think the top one's history, then mathematics. We also thought that was physical education, geography and religious studies. We'll go for religious studies.
Religious studies, say Guy and Shihab. Oh, we said this was going to be close. Very, very good head-to-head. Let's find out. Babs and Ellen said physical education. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said that. Yeah, This is going to be a low score, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, 3. I thought for a minute that was going all the way down. Babs and Ellen get 3 for physical education. Guy and Shihab have gone for religious studies. Religious studies. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said that. I suspect it's going to be another low one. Is it going to beat 3, though? Down it goes. Still going down. Oh, 7. Very well done, both pairs. 2 brilliant answers there, but Babs and Ellen, you get the point. Very well done. Back in the game, it's 1-1 after 2 questions.
The best 2 answers on the board. Whichever team goes through to play for that £10,250 is really going to have earned it today. Terrific work, both teams. And you were right about all the others. There's history at the top. That would have scored you 71. Then mathematics would have scored you 38. And geography would have scored you 59.
Thanks very much indeed. So it comes down to the decider, the 3rd question. Whoever wins this goes through to play for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Your 3rd question concerns Take That. Take That, Richard.
Yeah, we've never done this before, but we're going to form a Take That tribute act now, and... Again, I jest. We're going to give you 5 clues now to facts about Take That, and the team who gives us the most obscure answer is going through to the final. Very, very best of luck, both teams.
Thanks very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 clues to facts about Take That, and here they are. The Bee Gees cover that reached #1 in 1996. He won Celebrity Big Brother in 2002. The title of their debut album. The TV drama in which Gary Barlow played Mickey Shannon in 2000, and the 2007 fantasy film that had Rule the World in its soundtrack. I'll read those all one last time. Bee Gees cover that reached #1 in 1996. He won Celebrity Big Brother in 2002. The title of their debut album. The TV drama in which Gary Barlow played Mickey Shannon in 2000, and the 2007 fantasy film that had Rule the World in its soundtrack. There we are. 5 clues to facts about Take That. Guy and Shihab, you will go first.
I think we think we're going to go for the bottom one, being Stardust.
Stardust. You're going to say for the bottom one, Stardust. OK, Barbara and Ellen, do you want to talk us through the board?
That was the only one we were sure about.
Yeah. Neither do I. Your shout.
Well, I might be making a bit of an idiot of myself here, but perhaps the Bee Gees cover was How Deep Is Your Love?
How Deep Is Your Love? And that's the one you're going to go for. OK, so we have Stardust versus How Deep Is Your Love. Guy and Shihab said Stardust. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. The place in the final resting on this. That goes down to 11. Babs and Ellen, you have gone for How Deep Is Your Love. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said that. But he's right. It's got to beat 11 if you're going to go through to the final. Oh, it's going down low. 16. Absolutely no let-up in this head-to-head. Another very, very close decider. But at the end of it, Guy and Shihab, you are through to the final 2-1. Very well done indeed.
Oh, well played, Guy and Shihab. That's terrific work. Let's fill in the rest of these. There's a couple of answers that would have won the point. This one wouldn't. He won Celebrity Big Brother in 2002 was Mark Owen. Would have scored you 20. The title of their debut album is Take That and Party. 7 points for that. And the TV drama in which Gary Barlow played Mickey Shannon in 2000, that's the best answer up there. It's a Heartbeat. Heartbeat played a travelling musician. Scores 3 points.
Thanks very much indeed. Anyway, there we are. So, at the end of our head-to-head round, Babs and Ellen, I'm afraid we say goodbye to you. It's great news for us because it means we get to see you again. Otherwise, it would have just been one single appearance on Pointless, and frankly, that's not enough. Thanks very much indeed, Babs and Ellen. But for Guy and Shihab, it's now time for our Pointless final. Many congratulations, Guy and Shihab. You've fought off all the competition and you've won our coveted Pointless trophy, so well done. You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £10,250. You are so deserving of that jackpot. You've played so well throughout the whole show, consistently our lowest scorers. Now, as always, you kick off this round by choosing a category, and you have 4 options to choose from. The Spice Girls, artists in the Tate's collection, the Oscars, English sport in the 1990s.
I definitely feel more comfortable with Oscars. What were you thinking?
Yeah, I think we could both go for Oscars.
Yeah, we'd both be able to put something towards that, so...
Yeah. Should we crack on with that?
Yeah, we'll go with the Oscars.
OK, the Oscars. Richard?
OK, guys, very, very best of luck with this one. We're going to show you 3 options now. We're looking for any film that's been nominated for the Big 5 Oscars in the same year. So that's any film that's been nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and either of the Screenplay Awards in the same year. It doesn't have to win, but there's any film that's been nominated for all 5. We're looking for any director who has won more than one Best Director Oscar, or we're looking for any composer who has won more than one Best Music Score Oscar. So any film that's been nominated for the Big 5, any director who has won more than one Best Director Oscar, any composer to have won more than one Best Music Score Oscar. Plenty to get your teeth into there. Very, very best of luck, guys.
Thanks very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot, £10,250, is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Now, also to remember, just bear in mind that the answers you give can come from any of these categories, and how you spread them across the categories is entirely up to you. It could be 1 from each, 2 from one from another, entirely down to you. Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, so for directors, I've got a few early ones, like William Wyler, I think he got more than one, and maybe John Ford, Joseph L. Mankiewicz. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know about any of the directors. All I know is that Big 5, you've got One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and I think Silver Linings Playbook was also up for them. But
Tootsie, I know it's maybe not quite as well known. It got nominated for 10, I think, but I don't know if the Big 5 are all in there.
Oh, absolutely. But Rain Man?
Rain Man, I'm not too sure.
No, because there wouldn't have been a Best Actress.
Composers...
I think you're right about the directors.
If firing with the directors, I think I know maybe a composer who's won more than one, maybe Randy Newman or...
John Williams,
sure.
Hans Zimmer. All
10 seconds left.
Maybe Randy Newman's just Best Original Song. So I say maybe William Wyler, John Ford, and...
OK, that's your time up. What 3 answers are you going to give me?
So for the directors, go for William Wyler.
William Wyler.
John Ford.
John Ford.
Should we try Tootsie for the first one? Because I know that it got nominated for 10, and I know...
OK, you'll go for Tootsie as your third. OK, now, of those 3 brilliant-sounding answers, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I think if William Wyler is right, then I think he might be the best.
We'll pop him last. Which is your least likely to be pointless?
Probably Tootsie.
Tootsie, we'll put that first, and John Ford in the middle. OK, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. Tootsie, John Ford, and William Wyler. Well, 3 brilliant answers there. Let's hope they're all right. Let's hope at least one of them is pointless. Very, very best of luck. Your first answer, Tootsie, you thought was probably your least likely to be pointless. But remember, only one of them has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. That's a really exciting jackpot now, £10,250. What would you do with that, Shahab?
I really want to go to Japan. So I think maybe next summer is my first port of call.
Guy, how about you?
Well, I've never learned to drive, so it's probably high time I got around to that. And I think I would invest in a good road bike, trying to speed up my commute around London.
Excellent. Well, very, very best of luck. Such a strong performance throughout the show. Tootsie, let's see how that does. Obviously, it has to be correct. Then it has to be pointless for you to win that jackpot. So for £10,250, let's find out if Tootsie was nominated for the Big 5. No! No, a very good guess, but evidently an incorrect answer, so not a pointless answer. Only 2 more shots at today's jackpot. Your next answer was John Ford. And in this category, we were looking for directors who've won more than one Oscar. OK, let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. If it's pointless, it'll win you £10,250. John Ford. It's right. OK, your first answer, Tootsie, was an incorrect answer, but John Ford is very much correct. It's now taking us down through the teens into single figures. If this goes down to 0, you will win 3. That's a great answer. Only one more chance to win today's jackpot. Everything is now riding on William Wyler. You had no hesitation putting that last. You think this is the most likely to be pointless. It has to be for you to win that jackpot for £10,250. Let's find out if William Wyler won 2 or more Best Director Oscars. Best of luck, William Wyler. It's right. Your first answer, Tootsie, was incorrect. Your second answer, John Ford, took us down to 3. William Wyler now taking us down into single figures. Down it goes, still going down. You've done it! You have done it! That is fantastic. Very well done. That's just brilliant. That's a fantastic answer. Come here.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Oh, congratulations. William Wyler was a pointless answer. I mean, not just for the pointless answer, but also for the ordering. What drama you gave us there. You will be leaving here with a jackpot of £10,250. Very, very well done, Guy and Shahab.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Nice to see such a big jackpot won by 2 such deserving guys. You played brilliantly throughout against really, really good people, and you're 2 very nice guys as well, so well done. We're really, really chuffed. Yeah, won 3 Oscars, William Wyler, one for Mrs. Miniver, Ben-Hur, and The Best Years of Our Lives. In your 60 seconds, you mentioned another couple of answers as well. Joseph L. Mankiewicz, you said. He would have been a pointless answer. You also mentioned One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for films that have been nominated for the Big 5. That would have been a pointless answer as well. Now, I know people do well in film categories, so let's take a look at the pointless answers in the different ones. The films that have been nominated for the Big 5, American Beauty, there's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, won all 5 of them as well, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. The English Patient, The Graduate, you could have had Annie Hall, Bonnie and Clyde, Chinatown, could have had From Here to Eternity, you could have had Mrs. Miniver, the William Wyler film as well, that was nominated for all 5. Network, On Golden Pond, Rocky, The Philadelphia Story, The Remains of the Day, all of those nominated for the Big 5, all of those pointless. Directors who won more than 2, Elia Kazan, Frank Capra won more than 2, Robert Wise, William Wyler there as well. You could have Milos Forman as well, Fred Zimmerman, Joseph L. Mankiewicz, as we've said before. Now let's look at the composers. Alan Menken, he won 4 Oscars for Best Score, all for Disney films. There's Marvin Hamlish, Ralph Burns and Saul Chaplin. Very well done if you've got any of those at home. But a super congratulations, gents, for an amazing win.
Thanks very much indeed. Oh, do you know, when the jackpot gets quite high, Richard and I get a little bit miserly. We don't like giving it away, but when brilliant people come along and win it like you have, nothing gives us greater pleasure. It's such a treat to see you go away with that.
Thank you so much.
Very, very well done. Thanks once again to our winning players, Guy and Shahab, who go away with today's jackpot of £10,250. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.